Kenyan youths are not done after turning their protest to a revolution, getting what they want at the end of the day, but still, they are not stopping. They are still asking and requesting the removal of their president, William Ruto. Let me explain. Remember, Kenyan youth started a protest because their government wanted to implement what they called finance bill. Now, implementing this finance bill will increase the tax, so the youth came out and protest against it, that they cannot pay more tax for the country. They requested that the president cancel it or they will not leave the streets. After so much pressure, the Kenyan president had no choice but to suspend the finance bill. Not just suspend, he cancelled it and promised that he's not going to bring it. After cancelling the finance bill, Kenyan president went further to reduce the cost of governance, starting from him.
I am directing for immediate further austerity measures to reduce expenditure, starting with the office of the president, the entire presidency, and extending to the entire executive arm of government. Operational expenditure in the presidency be reduced to remove allocations for the confidential fort, reduce travel, hospitality, purchase of motor vehicles, renovations, and other expenditures.
Now, one would think after the Kenyan president has cancelled that finance bill and also reduced cost of governance, starting from him, the president, one would think maybe the Kenyan youth should leave the streets right now and go back home. But no, they have insisted that now the financial bill has gone, it is time for the president to leave, which is William Ruto. So the Kenyan government has deployed more military personnel on the street to get the youth off the street, but they are not leaving. In fact, the youth are now saying that tear gas is not a fragrance of freedom to them. Now, one of the shocking things happening in Kenya right now is that some policemen and army are wearing American flag as badge. Now, Kenyan youth are now asking that, is America trying to colonize Kenya again, or is America coming to help their president defeat the youth? As for now, we don't know the reason why some police and army people in Kenya are wearing American badge on their uniform. With all the force from the military and the police, the Kenyan youth are standing on their ground, requesting that their president must resign or else that the country will burn to ground. In fact, the Kenyan youth has staged what they call 1 million march to occupy the State House until their president leaves. The protest, or what we call the revolution happening in Kenya right now, is no longer about the Gen Z or the youth, as their parents and the elderly ones have joined the protest. With what is happening in Kenya, other African presidents are now scared of their youth doing the same thing. So the Zimbabwe president has issued a warning to his citizens.
Certain unruly elements, in collaboration with our detractors, have activated the perennial tendencies of seeking to disturb our security, peace, and prevailing tranquility environment in our country. They must be warned that my government will not broker any form of mischief under whatever pretext.
That made they not try that nonsense where they happen for Kenya, made they not bring out Zimbabwe. You cannot see that other African presidents are not scared. Let me tell you, the people will always win no matter what. And I can tell you for sure that those African presidents, they know what they are doing. As the Kenyan youth plan to occupy their state house, they promised their president that what happened in Sri Lanka will happen in Kenya. Remember what happened in Sri Lanka when the youth and the citizens occupied the state house that forced their president to resign. In fact, the president resigned from abroad because he ran away from the country. Remember that what is happening in Kenya right now, Nigerians did it in 20th October 2020, and there was Papa. You know what I'm talking about. So as I'm talking to you now, Nigerians are suffering from what I call post-EndSARS trauma. I think the Nigerian government should learn from what is happening in Kenya right now, because when you push people too far, when you get into the world, one day they will fight back. Even that time, the trauma will not stop them. Even that time, tribe will not stop them. Even that time, not even religion will stop them. Not even propaganda can divide them again. And that day, it's coming. It's going to be like a trumpet day for Nigerian politicians. Well, I will not say more than this, but remember to
enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.